We don't have a male loneliness epidemic. We have a male apathy epidemic. I recently went on vacation with my family, and on this vacation, my sister and I went for a short hike, and on our way back, we were approached by two dogs snarling, growling, barking, clearly aggressive. We start making noise, screaming, yelling, carrying on, trying to draw attention. While this is happening, I glance to my left, and I realize there's a man standing on his porch. So I start looking to this man, hoping that he might step in and help. Instead, this man proceeds to shout at my sister and I, "They're not my dogs, stop yelling at me." 2 days later, I was on a walk with my dad, and I was fuming still over this interaction. He was like, "I don't understand why you're so upset about this." And I told my sister that. She said, "You're upset because that man was more outraged by two women making noise because they were fearful for their safety than he was by the possibility of witnessing them being mauled to death by dogs." So when men say, "We're natural protectors," I have to say, from what? If not rabid animals, if not other men, if not crime, then what?
It's always funny to see women getting exactly what they want and then complaining about it. This is exactly what you wanted, for guys to leave you alone. For decades, you've been telling us how women don't need no man, and you can handle it all by yourself. Guys are just literally doing what you asked for. Now to answer a question on what guys are protecting, they're protecting themselves now from you. You've made it very clear that you don't want our help through all the me tooing, social humiliation by guys just looking at you for 0.3 seconds, and then making up all these headcanon stories about him to tell your followers, or worse, blasting him for the way he decided to help you, which in some cases have gotten him arrested. So no, guys are still very much protecting, but themselves. And let's just say he did decide to get involved. There's a very high chance that he'll have to either do some physical damage to the dogs, or at worst put them down. And I can tell just by looking at you that you'll definitely not be appreciative on how he helps. You're the exact reason why men have just stopped helping women altogether. You rant all day about how men bad, but then when you get put in a dangerous situation, it's where are the men? They're right where they need to be, protecting themselves. Maybe start looking for that bear that you said you feel safer around. The last thing I'll say is that there's no male apathy epidemic. We all still have apathy. It's just being overwritten by our own self-preservation, because now we have no idea how you'll react, and it's just safer and less consequences that we'll have to deal with if we just don't get involved. Because that guy in that story did probably want to help, but now that the consequences outweigh the rewards, guys have no problem now telling you that it's not their problem. You girls killed the white knight for the most part, at least the IRL version, and if you want guys to come back, well, you have to make a safer environment for them to want to.